wanted to go into another breakdown video of one of my videos that I've created on my YouTube page, but I'm gonna pivot here because I'm not here for folks to be lying. Um, I ain't got time for that type of stuff. Um, don't care who you are, what entity you are, who you work for, or anything. It's just utterly ridiculous. So I want to go to this post here on YouTube from the Basketball Network. They posted this yesterday, and I just don't understand why they just lie. It don't make any sense. It's just a lie. Right? So let's do this. Right? Here's the post. So Basketball Network here. It says Kobe only passed the ball to players who put in the work. Right? This thing got 2,000 likes here, 143 comments so far. It says Phil Jackson recalled the exact moment Kobe learned to trust his teammates. This is the exact moment that Phil Jackson recalled. This is just ridiculously, uh, you know, accurate. It has to be accurate because we're talking about the exact moment Kobe learned to trust his teammates. Meanwhile, this dude Kobe, from the time he became a starting shooting guard in the NBA, he led his team in assists every year, and every year Phil Jackson was there when he did that. This dude found a way to win championships. Um, 5 of them throughout that time. This dude was literally leading his team in assists and found a way to win 5 championships throughout that time. Mind you, we already know what happened in 2000 in the finals, and also in 2001 in the finals as well. This is utterly ridiculous. Kobe went through way too much to be getting lied on like this. You got freaking bots online making up stuff, just random. Every time you call out a bot for being a bot, they don't have a reply, or when they try to reply, it's bot like. Then they get exposed and they stop replying. It's like, dude, I don't know what's going on online, why they are paid bots or something like that to just hate against code. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's utterly ridiculous. But that's just my theory. It could be little kids, it could be people for real, but I firmly believe just like there's these weird bot comments that pop up on a lot of people's channels that be talking about nothing to do with the video. It'd be some weird images of females, you know, not really clothed the right way, all type of stuff. It's just weird energy out here. But just you know, bots. I believe that there's bots that they program to say certain things online. These people want people to worship these people, that's basketball players, as gods, just like they did back in the day with the great men that was in Rome in the Colosseums. They became legends. It's just ridiculous. They want that for real with these NBA players and football players and all these different stars, these idols. The Most High's jealous. He don't want us doing idolatry at all. And I have to admit, because of the way I lived my life for a long time, I held Kobe up as an idol. This dude Kobe, on his way out, he created all these books that was witchcraft books for children. It's all bad. Dude had some type of TV show called the Muse Cage, where he's talking about sorcery, all type of stuff. It's just like, bro, people are not perfect out here in these streets. All right, but at the same time, there's sometimes people got to do things that's against their will too, right? Some people aren't behind some of the videos that they push straight up. And I just, for example, Nicki Minaj put it out there that when it comes down to some of her videos, she has no control over who's editing the videos and making dark demonic imagery. It's what she says. I believe that applies for sports people too. When they're putting scenarios where they're in commercials that's weird, like the Wayne Wade's commercial back in the day, where a dude was dribbling the basketball in the dark and he went and split into 3 different demons. It's weird. Stuff like that They don't got control over that, right? Same thing with some of Kobe's stuff. He had control over it. Some of the commercials was weird. One where he kind of potentially, predicted his death in a Nike commercial, taking a basketball that had a ticking time bomb and throwing it, hitting a helicopter, weird stuff. But point is, I'm not about anything but truth here. So when you look at this basketball network, we'll go back to this real quick, right? This post is utterly ridiculous. You see, nobody has liked this comment here of the link to the article. Nobody is even commenting. All you got is people, putting stuff out there. A lot of people hating, right? A lot of people hating. Got some people that's not hating, but look at this ridiculous stuff. Just hating. And all because of a false story. It's a lie. And I'm going to tell you it's a lie, right? Because again, it says Phil Jackson recalled the exact moment Kobe Bryant learned to trust his teammates. So let's get that exact moment real quick. So this is Basketball Network, right? Again, this is the title. Phil Jackson recalled the exact moment Kobe Bryant learned to trust his teammates, right? It says, normally he'd probably jack up a 40 or 50-foot shot. This is what he says. Only pass the ball to players who put in the work. This is by Virgil Villanueva, the senior NBA writer at Basketball Network. This is the senior NBA writer just lying. Either didn't do his research like I'm about to show you that I did, or Phil Jackson is a liar. You tell me which one is the truth. So let's read this entire article for people that don't be reading. It says, the post, and I'm gonna say I'll be one of them sometimes too. I'll just comment on stuff and not click on the article. But this page be lying. So, and I think it's there to tarnish Kobe's legacy too. These people get on my nerves. There's weird energy on this page. So it says, the post, hold on. Since the post-Shaquille O'Neal era in Los Angeles brought one major challenge for Lakers star Kobe Bryant, he had to prove to critics that he could win a championship without the dominant center. To accomplish this task, he had to learn how to trust his teammates, something that was easier said than done, given the Black Mama's personality. Since he entered the league, Bryant had always been keen on taking over games by himself. It was this tendency that prompted analysis to compare him to Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan. It's just weird energy. That's just a lie. The dude's gameplay, the way he moves on the court, that's what got people to compare him, not the fact he's taking up shots and wanting to take these shots. It's just weird energy. That any high school basketball player think that they're Kobe or Jordan, all of a sudden you would think all of them would be compared to him too, because they want to take up shots, jack up many shots. It's utterly ridiculous. Yeah. So let's continue reading this. It says it was in 1991. Hopefully this ain't something I can close. Game. It's utterly ridiculous. All right. So it says it was in 1991 NBA Finals that Jordan learned to trust his teammates. During the timeout, Phil Jackson asked Bulls shooting guard who was open whenever the Lakers defense collapsed on him. John Paxson, MJ said. So Jackson ordered Mike to pass the ball to him. The result, MJ's first championship. This is just so corny, bro. This is just utterly ridiculous. Let's read this. Look at this. This is where the lie come in. This is a pure lie, right? It says Kobe also had a similar moment in the 2006 Western Conference first round against the Phoenix Suns, right? So this is the part that's a lie, and I don't care. This is utterly ridiculous. The Bryant family should sue the mess out this company outright and send them out. Make them start over or something because this is stupid. So it says Bryant also had a similar moment in 2006 Western Conference first round against the Phoenix Suns. It says although they lost the game and the series, so they lost that game in the series. So we're going to get the exact game right when they speak on it in a second. It says Jackson walked away with an important insight into Bryant's development. Here we go. In the dying seconds of Game Two, of what? Of the 2006 Western Conference first round against the Phoenix Suns. So this is what happened. This is what they say happened in the dying seconds of Game Two, right? This is what they say Phil Jackson explained outright. It says Bryant, who normally took matters into his own hands to try to beat the buzzer, surprisingly passed the ball to second-year man Sasha Vujacic. Just lying. Look at this. It says a situation that normally he'd probably jack up 40 to 50-foot shot, Jackson said about the play. This is the play, right? Let's read this. It says he found Sasha, who was in the lane backwards, but he still got him the ball because he knows the kid can shoot the ball. He trusts his instincts. He still ricocheted one off the hoop, but it was probably a better percentage shot than Kobe could have had from half court, the legendary coach said. Mm, mm, mm. Look at this. It said Jackson observed how Bryant's patience and confidence in the 2005-2006 Lakers squad had grown a lot. He was slowly learning that he wouldn't win a championship alone and that he needed the help of his teammates to reach the pinnacle of success. So that's it on this, right? So we know what happened in 2010, right? This is just totally, look at this. This is just all about down and cold. This is utterly ridiculous, especially when you go into this 2010 finals, game 7 series. But this is where the lie is. They said this happened in the 2005-2006 season, first round against the Phoenix Suns, game 2. At the end of the game, right, this dude normally took matters in his own hands to try to beat the buzzer. So instead of that, instead of probably taking up a 50-foot shot, he passed to Sasha. It says that they lost the game. Look at this. So although they lost the game and the series, Jackson walked away with the important insight to Bryant's development. So first and foremost, when you look at the series, these dudes did not lose that game, right? So 2006, the Lakers versus Suns. See, we're gonna freestyle this real quick. So game 2, these dudes, they said they lost the game. They didn't even lose the game. So let's just start there. The first lie, they didn't lose game 2. They did not lose game 2, right? That's the first lie. It's just utterly ridiculous. You're sitting here with a whole basketball network. This page got thousands of subscribers. Subscribers that should be subscribed to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm at least tell you the truth. These dudes are liars. This is literally the game that they said this took place at. They won the game. They didn't lose this game. And when you go look at the game, they're talking about a play that happened at the end of the game. Mind you, this dude, bruh, this thing didn't happen like that. I had to, man, dig deep to find this game because it's a lot of NBA games you're not gonna find online. But every time I'm going through breaking stuff down, I be trying to find the footage because it's only with footage that you're gonna know what really went down back then. All this looking at the stats, looking online, kick rocks, bro. Y'all not real ones. You're not trying to really look and see what actually took place during the game. It's weird energy. Folks just rely on stats, statmuse.com and all type of stuff. But let's get to this game real quick because this is just utterly ridiculous. So game 6, right? Round 1, game 2. 2006, not game 6. Weird. So I might re-edit this.
And you see Phil Jackson talking to Smush Park. It's like, look, we don't want to foul.
Look at this. This is the end of the game. We go to the exact end of the game. They talking about the Lakers were down. Look at this. This dude Kobe actually played. The end of the game, Kobe scored like the last points. So we're gonna get the 89th point real quick.
Pass the ball. It's Brian over Bell. That's a tough shot right there. They can't come up.
This dude Kobe got all the last points, literally, of the game. So 89th point. Guess who's at the free throw line? Shouldn't be hard to guess. Oh, never mind. That was Kwame Brown. I thought it was Cole. My bad. So not 89. Shout out to Kwame Brown, man. A real one. Real truth teller out here. I used to be hard on him back in the day, but dude, it's a real one, man. I feel bad about that. It could have been utilized a little bit better. But check this out.
Look who's down in the post once again, going right to the block. Walt, surprised he was that open.
This is the help Kobe had. Look at this. Boom. Incredible dunk, right? And one. Incredible play. Shout out to Lamar Odom, man. Straight legend for the Lakers. No doubt about it. Boy, don't you ever get in the way. You're going to find out. People talking about Kobe wasn't the more athletic than some of these guys. This some dude said Kobe wasn't more athletic than VJ Edgecombe right now. Like, bro, y'all don't know basketball. So here we are, 92 points. Watch this. We're gonna get to the next points. So watch this. Who scored the next points? Smush Parker. Okay, Smush Parker. Shout out to Smush Parker. Smush Parker. Right? He don't be getting no credit because honestly he wasn't that good. I ain't gonna lie to you. He just wasn't. He had enough talent to be a starter in the league, but as far as playing next to Cole, he just was not it. All right, so I was mistaken. I thought Kobe took and made the last buckets from the 89th point up until the end of the game, but that's not the case. But here is the case. Is this the 50-footer that he could have took towards the end of this game? No, we know it ain't. Let's continue.
Remember, the first play, he sort of banged him out of bounds. This time, he just sort of grabs him by the shoulder.
Foul. Nothing to do with a pass to Vucevic anyway. Where's the pass to Vucevic at? Free throws. Okay, that's what we're looking at here. Nothing to do with a pass to Vucevic.
Nice defense by George. Here comes Parker.
Where's the pass to Vucevic? It doesn't exist. It didn't happen. Okay? It didn't happen. It's utterly ridiculous. We're going to read this again because this is ridiculous. They talking about this the moment. Phil Jackson recalled the exact moment, bruh. Phil Jackson recalled the exact moment Kobe Bryant learned to trust his teammates. Normally, he'd probably jack up a 40-foot shot, 40 or 50-foot shot. This has got nothing to do with truth here. This is all lies. especially when here. Talking about some a situation normally he'd probably jack up a 40 or 50-foot shot. He found Sasha, who was in a lane backwards, but he still got him the ball because he knows the kid can shoot the basketball. He trusts his instincts. He still ricocheted one off the hoop, but it was probably a better percentage shot than Kobe could have had from half court. It's like, bro, in the dying seconds of game two, right, to try to beat the buzzer, bruh, this ain't happen like that. So I said, okay, we know the Lakers played the Suns 2 straight years, right? They played the Suns 2 straight years, 2006 and also in 2007. So I was like, all right, let me see if I can find the end of the 2007 series, game two. Bro, I didn't even have to look at that game because in 2007, let's get this real quick. This is just crazy. In 2007, game two, it's clearly letting you know it wasn't even a close game. It wasn't the dying seconds of nothing. Okay, that this story could have came from. The Lakers only played the Suns prior to winning championships in a playoff series. Well, they played them early in the 2000s when they beat their tail too to get to the finals and to win a championship. I think they played in the first round, whooped their tail up. The 2000 playoffs, right? Then you get to 06, 07. Lakers didn't have no squad. Game two in 06, Lakers won. They didn't lose that game. So the article outright is false. Then the following year, it can't be that year either. So we're dealing with liars. That page is there to just lie on Kobe's name. And I don't care how long this video is. This video almost going to be 24 minutes. I try my best to, you know, get right to the point, but I'm freestyling this thing. It is what it is. But I'm going to end it right here. Can't nobody tell me that there ain't an all-out effort online from old NBA players, old refs, different YouTube pages, bots, whatever it is, you know, to tarnish Kobe's name, and it's because of what happened within that video. The Kobe slander ends here. I'm telling you, he actually broke the script himself. The league, the NBA, the refs was trying to make sure he didn't get free throws. The entire finals, they completed that task because he didn't get any shooting fouls via free throws. Even if you had Shaq going to the free throw line because they was hacking him, the whole team was in the penalty. Folks wasn't reaching in or nothing from game one all the way to game six when the Lakers were in the penalty. They didn't reach in on Kobe at all, and he was the primary playmaker at that time. Like I said before, the dude Kobe led his team in assists every time he won a championship. Something Michael Jordan never did, ever. Anytime Michael Jordan led his team to a championship, they didn't win. When he led his team in assists trying to get a championship, they didn't win a championship. Kobe, every time he led his team in assists, they won a championship. The 5 times he did, he actually led his team in assists and made first team all defense. Plus, he was like the leading fourth quarter scorer in the clutch. That's every season. I don't even care if you talk about 2000. In 2000, listen, folks is done. You can never say Kobe was carried when you look at the Kobe Son and His Here video. But with that, I'm going to end this right here because it's already too long. The conclusion of this video is Basketball Network is out to go against Kobe's legacy outright. I think the Bryant family should sue them to get rid of them because they are liars. Or Phil Jackson is a liar. I would like to think that senior writer, that whoever Mr. Villanueva is, that dude is an outright liar, straight up. Or Phil Jackson is. You pick your choice. It could be both because I've seen Phil Jackson do some things to against Kobe back in the day that he shouldn't have done. Straight up, like taking him out games when he was cooking. games where he could have got to 70, 80. I know Kobe's, dignity and his character was a little bit different, but I'm telling you right now, Phil Jackson held Kobe back a lot too. Not just the first coach that he was under, right? But with that, I'm gonna let this thing in and get up out of here. Hey, the thing is with this, it's a lot, man. This is some heavy stuff, especially when you go watch the Kobe Slander games here, and also check out the video on LeBron James, the second championship exposed, literally showing that Popovich and Frank Vogel in 2013 took out their best center and rebounder in the clutch, 2-3 possessions in a row, man, to end the game or in overtime when the game was tied or they were down or even up. Like it's crazy. So you need to watch that because the league is scripted, rigged, and all that. I don't know what's gonna happen with Mr. LeBron James when this stuff will go viral because yeah, this thing is done. I need folks to stop lying on Kobe's name, man. Straight up. Straight up. Hey, they lie on the best of us, though. I believe Kobe was a follower of Christ. He put it out there to Stephen A. Smith back in the day. It's Christ that helped him get through a lot of the stuff he went through in this earth outright. Folks be talking about that, especially LeBron fans, talking about people be hating. I'll tell you what, when somebody's dead and before he died, they was already hating, it seemed like once he died, they hate even more. And then they will be the first people to say, oh yeah, just because he died, you're not supposed to respect him. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. It's like, dude, again, a lot of these people be bots online saying this, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that really believe this type of stuff. It doesn't matter. Until you realize that in the 2000 finals, the league was against them, the refs as well, you're never going to respect greatness because he's the greatest shooting guard of all time. Not even close. To have so much on your plate where you got to deal with everything outright. It's a 3-course meal. Some people only deal with the main course. They wanna eat the stuff that's easy to eat. You know what I mean? On a plate for dinner. The dinner is to get that championship, and to get the championship, you got to eat everything on the plate. You got to have your offense, which is the meat section, right? You got to have your defense, which is the veggie section, right? Then, hey, the assist, you got to have your assist. Hey, have the bread there, right? Or wherever other side. But folks never want to deal with the veggies. Ain't nobody trying to eat their veggies out here. They ain't nobody really playing defense to lead to a championship. Meaning they're not first team all defense, having an offense elite, and then getting the assist either. Like, bro, this is utterly ridiculous. Kobe was different. He led his team in assists throughout the regular season, got to the finals, was on the first team all defense, won 5 championships like that, being the leading scorer in the fourth quarter, in the clutch on all those championships, all 5. Michael Jordan, he only brought the offense. He had defense too, but to have Scottie Pippen, a top 75 all-time defender, be also the guy that actually did the playmaking on the team, seeing as though he led the team in assists every year they won a championship, it's utterly ridiculous. Michael Jordan could rest on offense in certain regards because Scottie is creating off the dribble or whatever to get people open, including Michael Jordan himself. Kobe never had an elite playmaking wing like that. Besides Lamar Odom, I think he could have utilized Lamar Odom a little bit better. I ain't gonna lie to you. But other than that, dude, he ain't had no help like that on the offensive end for somebody to facilitate the offense like that, right? And then to have an elite defender like Scottie, he never had that. He had some good defenders, but not top 75 elite all-time defenders. It just wasn't the case. So with that, again, I'm gonna end this, man, and do it to the end, man. Peace.